Patrick, it sounds a little stereotypical, but you left a medical practice in order to move into vocational mission. Could you just briefly tell us what led you from being a medical doctor to being a vocational missionary in this way?
I came from a very traditional Chinese family. I suppose my family values very similar to many Chinese. Success, stability, and security. So I still remember my mom told me to find a successful career, stable job, and then find a stable wife.
So what led you to OMF?
And then in 1977, when I became a Christian, that was the first year I entered medical school, that really changed my life. My inner world was changed upside down. When I studied the scripture, I discovered that most, if not all, the servants of God in the Bible never had a stable life. Not Daniel, not Nehemiah, not Paul, not the good Dr. Luke. But what Jesus promised his disciples, that Jesus is going to be with them. He is with them always. And that really challenged me. And that began to challenge me thinking about my own life. The Lord challenged me in 1979 as a third-year medical student. When I was a third-year medical student, the Lord said, first, give your life to me. I still remember Proverbs 23 challenged me, give your heart to me. My son, give your heart to me. Then talents, then the gifts. And that challenged me, began thinking about missions.
Wow. I know you mentioned your parents' expectations for you, and I know that they were quite opposed to your decision at the beginning, something that many of the people here will experience themselves. How did you negotiate that conversation with your parents?
It was really difficult. My father is my hero, and I found it very hard when God began to challenge me to think about mission work, and we were planning to go to the mission field, to go to Pakistan with my wife. My wife is also a medical doctor, and my father couldn't imagine two doctors who were willing to go to the mission field. And so it was very hard. We were working as medical doctors, so we decided to do something. You know, what is something tangible that I can show my parents I love them with the love of God? So after 7 years working as a medical doctor, we took out all our savings and we gave it to our parents and say, Lord, you know, this is what we have for you. And we told our parents that we love them with the love of God and take the savings and we go to the mission field, trusting that God will provide for us. Indeed, that was 20 years ago, and now we see that God still is the Jehovah Jireh, and God provides.
It strikes me by choosing to do that, by choosing to give up your savings and providing for your parents, in some ways providing for them now what you may not be able to do for them in their old age, that you were demonstrating what it means to honor, obey them in the present, as well as honor God simultaneously, and making a costly personal sacrifice as you did so.
It's not really. My parents, my father particularly, really was very amazed. He kept saying to me, you two poor doctors, you're supposed to be rich. You're not rich, but there's something very unique in you. You have a joy that we cannot understand. It has to do something with your God. And that really changed the heart of my dad. After many years of opposing, now they've accepted us serving God full time. And that really is God's grace, not just in me, but in my family.